welcome back. I hope you guys are having a lovely day. Today we're watching more Night of the Seven Kingdoms and I'm super excited. Last episode was so good and it was a really good first episode, and I already knew kind of going into it that the vibe was going to be different. A lot of you guys had told me in the comments it's a different vibe. But I wasn't expecting it to be so wholesome, and also so it had a little comedic part to it, and I really really liked it. I think it's a really nice vibe change from how serious Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon is, and I'm really hoping that that vibe kind of follows through, because I just feel like Duncan and Egg are just really sweet wholesome characters so far, and I'm really excited to see how that plays out, and if that vibe continues or if it turns a little darker, or what that's gonna look like. So I'm really really excited for that. But first of all, last episode, we really kind of followed Dunk and figuring out kind of who he is as a man. And I think it's just really sweet. I really like his character. And I just think he's I said this last episode, but I feel like he's like a teddy bear. He's just so precious. And I think he has a lot of kind of self-conscious issues. I think a lot of times he kind of tries to make himself smaller. He tries to blend into the background. And I really liked the conversation with him and Lionel, where I feel like Lionel's trying to tell him own it, you're tall, be tall. And I just really liked that. And I think it's going to be really fun. And I definitely see Dunk kind of growing in his self-confidence a little more through this show. So I'm really hoping that that happens, because I think Dunk is him, and I just don't think he realizes that yet, where I think hopefully in this tournament, if he gets into this tournament and it goes well, he'll kind of start getting some confidence. And maybe Egg can kind of pour into him a little bit on that too, of you are your own confidence. You got to make yourself into that person. And we definitely see him kind of wrestling with what do I do now? And I think his kind of whole identity was being a squire. And now that he, is on his own, he's in this path of okay, what do I do now? Do I go to this tournament? Do I do this? What should I do? And I think he's really kind of in this limbo spot, and that's really kind of messing with his self-confidence. And I think a part of him thinks he's not worthy enough to be a knight. And so I think that's going to grow. I really do. I think his personality and his character is going to grow, and I think he's going to become a little more confident. Because he has a whole show, so I'm assuming he's going to be great. So it's one of those things where I think he's just really hard on himself, and I think once he sees what he's capable of doing, he'll grow into that. But he's a gem, and I really really like him so far, and I love the element of kind of having a character who is a little more, closed off, a little more insecure. I think it's really fun. We also have Egg and Dunk, which I had mentioned a little earlier. I do think their dynamic is going to get better. I think it's going to get I think Dunk is definitely going to soften to Egg a lot, and I feel like that dynamic is going to get really, really cute. And if Egg or Dunk ever dies, I'm going to be a wreck. So I think that's going to be really interesting to see that dynamic and see how that plays out. But I'm really excited for that, and I think that dynamic is going to be so cute. And then on top of that, we had a lot of Lionel Baratheon last episode, and I love his character so far. I think he's a true Baratheon. You can see he has these little tone of anger to him, where every Baratheon has that. They have that little hot-headed streak. We can definitely see that in him. But then at the same time, he's still very playful and very, just he's different, and I love it. And I think it's a perfect mix of King Robert and just how I picture all Baratheons, it's a really fun mix. And I'm really hoping we get to see him fight at some point, because I think that'd be really cool. But I'm hoping that today we will get the tournament maybe, or we'll get a little more progress with that. We'll see what happens with that. But we know that Dunk is kind of in this environment that he's not very familiar with, and he's already self-conscious. He already kind of has this underlying notion that he doesn't belong. And so I'm really wondering what else is going to happen in this, tournament, in this whole mess that's going on right now. But yeah, last episode was so good, and I'm really excited to get into this next one. But like and subscribe, feel up to it, besties, and let's watch our show.
You might not remember him, but
It's a little hot.
I'm coming back.
he was a
Why are we nude all the time?
veteran of 100 wars, but an enemy to none.
Oh, he has a lot of scars.
What was expected of him?
Ooh.
He never complained,
Is that how he died? That got infected or something?
He was dying. He just got on with it. He meant to be a benefit to those around him.
I don't even want to make a comment about that.
He held no lands, sired no children.
I'll make my love and the rest in the shade, I hope.
He wanted for nothing but the open air. Fire to warm his feet at. But he had a chin cut from granite, and he was a dogged fighter.
I want to see Dunk fight.
Point of my blade.
House Florin, servicing your guard when your lord father lost his sight.
He just keeps going.
House Hayford, Erlen fought side by side with your brothers at the Redgrass. Wire, his own nephew.
That sucks. There's like nothing you can do in that scenario, you know?
House Tyrell,
How's Tyrell?
who told him that a hedge knight was the bridge between lords and the small folk.
I know him not, man.
Damn.
Was he a shit knight?
He's just so insignificant to everybody. That's so sad.
Remembers him.
Pick up your feet.
He's like such a huge part of Dunk's life and then like a part of nobody else's life.
Leave me be if it please you.
I would not leave you, sir. Stop your master dying over and over again. You are a knight of the realm, sir. You can say fuck their permission. Out Longthorn Tyrell and turn his arsehole into a lance hole. Why do you treat these royal lapdogs like they're your betters?
Damn.
They're my betters. You're too brazen for your own good.
No, Ake's got a point.
Someone will remember him.
Ooh.
Who's come?
Can't you see the banner, you giant cunt?
Targaryens. Oh, those banners look sick.
Perhaps I should go back, sir. Check on the camp. Something nosing about.
Egg, I'm on to you.
Gonna have your sword to run people off with.
You have a knife, that's enough.
He's so cute.
Baelor Targaryen, firstborn son of King Darren the
Okay, Baelor Targaryen.
Dragonstone, hand of
Baelor.
and heir,
Not Viserys' dad, right? This is after.
and his brother, Mirka.
My Lord of Ash,
Maekar.
a great honor to be received.
My daughter, Gwen.
So that one's Baelor.
Boy, stop gaping. Sit among us.
Not a stable boy, my lord.
My lord. That's Maekar?
My lord pardons, I'm no serving man either.
You have to say my lord.
I have the honor to be a knight.
Oh, knighthood has fallen on sad days.
Damn. Ooh,
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, girl.
poor horsies.
Far too many people around.
Maybe he's riled because his rider's a Targaryen.
He meant the princeling, not the palfrey. Excuse me, my lords. I'm Sir Roland Craycole, and this is my sworn brother, Sir Donald of Duskendale.
Damn, drippy.
Do you ride your horse into battle, or does it ride you?
Forgive Sir Roland, it's not...
Yes, I'm quite the rascal. Now tell me, Sir Duncan,
I love their armor.
proper place to shit around here?
Not really.
Behind a tree.
A man of such birth has never deigned to disturb his arsehole with age. Where are you from, man? You don't smell house bread.
Place, really.
I know it. My family's from there.
The Darkland of Duskendale.
We were crabbers of Duskendale, far back as it goes.
Damn.
Sir Donald!
There's hope for you, Duncan.
May I ask,
Sir Duncan, sorry.
son of a crabber came to have the honor of being a knight in the Kingsguard.
Oh,
Same way we became crabbers.
that's their outfits? Dunk, let's go join them. They look drippy.
Are you Baelor Targaryen?
No.
Move the fuck out of the way.
Yeah. Apologies.
So Baelor is the heir, Maekor is the younger. Maekar? I can't ever say it. That seems pretty book accurate, their outfits. That's like when I was first reading the first book, I was like, I wish they were like Snow White like that. Those look sick. Where are we going? Dunk, where are we going?
Delayed, they're not delayed.
Do not curse our gracious host.
Not fuck him.
Might we discuss this another time?
So we go hunting.
Aeron has done this before. You should not have commanded him to enter the lists.
Who's him?
Prince's sons are missing. Probably dead.
How many sons?
Wars have started for less.
Who are you?
You're big and stupid.
Wasn't she with him? Baelor?
They have only been missing a day. No doubt Sir Roland will turn him up and Aegon along with him. Aeron belongs on a tourney field no more than Aerys or Rhaegal.
Rather whore than a horse.
That is not what I said.
I have a comment, but I don't want to miss anything.
Do not need to be reminded of my son's failings. He can change.
Where I'll see him dead.
Who are you? Spying on us.
Duncan.
My lords, I do apologize for my interruption. I to vouch for me so that I might enter the lists, but he has refused to do so.
Ooh.
We are the intruders here, brother. Come closer, sir.
And others too.
Oh wait, maybe the other one's not Maekor. Maybe that guy's Maekor.
I have his sword and shield.
Sword and shield do not make a knight. You say, some writing or...
Do you remember him, Your Grace? May have forgotten.
He's bold. For asking.
Of Pennytree. He never won a tourney that I know.
Yes, sir. He didn't.
He overthrew Lord Stokeworth in the melee at King's Landing.
Oh, he remembers.
Horsed the Grey Lion himself.
He told me of that many a time.
He's the only one who remembers.
The Grey Lion's true name.
Sir Daemon Lannister.
Ooh, Sir Daemon.
How can you possibly remember some fucking hedge knight who horsed Daemon Lannister 16 years ago?
Daemon Lannister, that's sick.
You deigned to joust with a hedge knight.
It was many years past at Storm's End. Barlan, my opponent in the first tilt. We broke 4 lances before I finally unhorsed him.
Careful.
But it was 4 lances only, I fear.
As you say, Your Grace. Used to say that I was thick as a castle wall and slow as an oryx. You gave him back his horse and armor and took no ransom.
Aww.
Sir Arlen often told me that you were the soul of chivalry. I did not mean that the king should...
You wish to enter the lists. The decision rests with the master of the games, but I see no reason to deny you.
Thanks.
Your Grace, I...
Very well, sir. You are grateful. Now fuck off.
Give my brother, sir. His sons went astray on the way here, and he fears for them.
Okay, so he's the heir then.
be found dead.
Not him. He seems like a great guy.
We're not of Sir Arlen's blood. Only a true-born son is entitled to inherit a knight's arm.
Ooh.
Find a new device, sir. A sigil of your own.
Oh, I see.
Thank you again, Your Grace. I will fight bravely. You'll see.
You'll do great, Duncan.
No knight?
So he said his sons are missing. Fool!
I am
I clocked that.
fool as ever lived.
Hey, your father's looking for you.
And as great a knight as well!
How did he get so far? He was all the way at the inn.
All men are fools, and all men are knights.
Where women are concerned.
He likes her. You should go talk to her.
One for last night.
That was great. Fire tricks. You make them yourself?
My uncle builds them. I paint.
Oh, that's cool.
You paint something for me? To paint something over the chalice.
Well, what would you want?
It's a good question.
I don't actually know. Sorry, you must think me a fool.
All men are fools. All men are knights.
Just got a point.
Field should be the colour of sunset and,
An elm tree.
Aww.
With the brown trunk and the green branches.
That's perfect for him.
aye, an elm tree, that would serve. Thank you, Sir Duncan the Tall.
I'm Tanzel. Tanzel too tall.
You're not too tall. I mean, you're just right for...
Puppets.
Thanks, Egg.
Yeah, puppets. Yeah, okay.
The
Yes,
shield.
sorry. Yes,
Yeah.
the shield. Was that ill-handled?
You could have done better, but it's okay.
She is painting your shield.
Yeah, for pay.
Yeah, but
Are both gigantic.
Is that promising?
It's commonality.
Right, yeah. Commonality.
So cute.
I'm a bit puny,
You'll grow.
even for my age. Told me so.
Everyone's always told me I was stupid.
And? What did you do when people said you were stupid, sir?
He just took it.
Is that of yours? My problems are my own.
I thought... Aren't you trying to help me?
He's so cute.
Grow?
Yes, Hedge Knight.
Will you heed my call to war?
Maggie's like, how do you know Baratheon?
Try those palms, you clam-handed cunt. We're not in your sister's chambers now.
Oh, look at little Egg. He's so cute.
I'll be back. I'll be back.
He just left them.
I'm thirsty, cunt.
Looking good.
In the slippery mud, too. That's so fun. I love the vibes, y'all. It's so vibey.
You do good work.
Do we have the money for armor?
You jousting or working? Both, perhaps. You're a big one. I've armored bigger. Nothing prettied up. Steel, strong and plain.
That's okay.
Helms that look like helms, not winged pigs and fancy foreign fruit.
Ned would like you.
That's all I want. How much?
800 stack.
800. Perhaps I could trade you some armor made for a smaller man.
Yikes. Poor Duncan.
If it's not too rusted, I'll take it and armor you for 600. As you would dare. Send you.
That's nice of him.
You'll get it all back. I mean to be a champion here.
Do you now? And the others all came just to cheer you on.
Yep. I like that some people are like being a little nicer to him. There's some kindness out there.
Is there any measure of a fool I failed to meet?
He's so hard on himself.
If I win, I'll come back and buy you again. I promise.
Oh, he's selling the horse.
Best girl.
That's so sad.
See, she has some oats tonight. Yeah.
Aww. Not trying to make me cry over a horse.
And an apple too.
Better buy her back, Duncan.
No turning back now, I suppose.
Even the cup's like half his size. It's so cute.
You know the old man lived nigh on 60 years.
What are we doing?
Champion.
It's bugging my cider.
Maybe some great house might take me into its service. Perhaps even House Targaryen. For that.
He doesn't like the talk of Targaryens.
Gard is but the son of a crabber.
Sir Donald,
Yep.
Immediately knows who he's talking about.
it's in Westeros.
What? How would you know?
Like fishing.
Because he's Aegon.
It's time!
Right now?
Come on, pick your feet up. Let's go.
Don't leave Egg.
Yeah.
Is it like random who he goes up against, or is it like all matched out? How does this work? There's a lot of people there. Is that Tully? Yuck. Ooh, that was a high tower.
Helmet!
Who's that?
Prince Valar, Baelor's son. Second in line to the throne.
He's the favorite.
Second in line to the throne.
I'll take that bet, sir.
We're seeing a lot of Targaryens without blonde hair. I think that's interesting. Oh, they have multiple people go at once?
Lord Ashford Fox's sheep!
Oh, that is a Tully, isn't it? Damn. Dunk is nervous. What's wrong with Egg?
Sir! Put me down, sir!
Ooh. Uh-oh. Hot mess. Oh, that was kind of sick.
Die! Do you, Blackfire bastard!
Blackfire?
Splendid riding tonight.
Did Egg want to be put down because he was worried he was going to get recognized?
The part with the fish was disgusting.
Agreed. Duncan is really in his head. He's really nervous about this.
Do great knights live in the hedges, die by the side of a muddy road?
Not the really good knights.
Not.
Oh, we're having an identity crisis?
Wasn't gifted with sword or lance. He was a hard man to know. What chance do I have? Truly.
But you're not him. You can make a different path for yourself.
I wasn't his family, but he kept me like we were. He raised me to be an honourable man. All these noble lords can't even remember his name.
That's true.
His name was Sir Erlen of Pennytree, and I am his legacy. On the morrow, we will show them what his hand has wrought.
Okay. Sir Duncan is locking in. I love that. I feel like we finally get this like perspective shift from Sir Duncan where he's like, you know what, F you guys. Like, you guys have all this money, all this power. I need to fix this. I'm fixing it today. You have all this money, you have all this power, and like, you're just so egotistical and arrogant that you can't remember a good person who worked with you, who worked for you, who almost died for you. Like, I totally get that perspective because you're really just like you're so small to these people. And I feel like it's like Duncan's plan now to like kind of bring that legacy out and like make it bigger, you know, like he was a good person and like he doesn't deserve to just be this unmarked grave on the side of the road. Like, he was a really good man who formed Sir Duncan. So I really like that like shift of his perspective where he's kind of seeing like, you know what, F this, like this isn't how it should be. And I think that's really cool. But this episode was so good. And I feel like it's really fun having the Targaryens in the mix because I'm like 100% convinced that Egg is Aegon now. He's just so sus. It's so obvious. And then at the same time, I think it's really interesting that we have some Targaryens that don't have blonde hair because we know like that's a really big topic in House of the Dragon. And so I think it's really fun to kind of mix that in a little bit more. So we have a lot of Targaryens going on right now though. We have the guy that spoke to Sir Duncan that I thought was Maekar, but I don't think that's him actually. So now I'm like, which one is that one? So we have Balon, Maekar, and then I think it's Daeron is king right now. Balon is heir, and Balon's the one with the darker hair. And then Maekar is the older looking one. I don't know, or maybe I have that switched, but it seems like Balon, the darker haired one, is calling the shots. So I feel like I'm assuming he's heir. And I think they said it, but they said it really fast. And so they said Balon was heir, but I don't know which one is Balon. That's where I'm like getting lost. So I think the darker haired one is the one that's heir. And then he seems to be a really great guy, and he seems to kind of like remember people and not treat people as like insignificant small beings. Like, people are people to him, and I really like that, and I think that's really awesome. And then we have the other one who I'm assuming is Maekar. He's interesting. He's a Targaryen. You know, he has the Targaryen comments, Targaryen attitude. And same with the younger one. And then I think it's Balon who said his sons were missing. One of the two, their sons are missing. And he's saying sons. So who's the other one? So then that leads me to a bunch of questions of like, obviously Aegon is one of them. So that's interesting. And then it seems like Sir Duncan is making his own sigil now. And then I think it's going to be really interesting seeing like, I'm hoping that next episode is like the tournament, maybe with Duncan, and we'll see kind of what happens from there. But we do see he's like a little anxious about it. It seems chaotic. Seems like there's a lot going on in this tournament. And then at the same time, like he also is like starting to kind of get this drive of like, no, I need to do this for legacy, you know, and he's making his own sigil and he's making kind of his own path on this now. And I definitely think Egg is kind of promoting that a little bit. He made a comment today of like, why do you, you know, like bow to all these lapdogs? Like they're not as important as you think they are. Like make your own path. And I think that was like a really good comment. And I hope he like continues to make comments like that, because Egg is right. Like, who are these guys? You know, like who do they really think they are? Like at the end of the day, like you can form this path and you can become a really good knight and you could do it. So I think that's going to be really fun to see Duncan kind of like embrace that a little bit and see his confidence grow and see him make his own path out of this. But I think it's going to be super fun. But this episode was really good. That's all I've got for today. I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.